Today on Guardian Answers, we're going to answer the question, what is the best lubricant to use in a lock? I'm sure most of you are all familiar with the standard lubricants, and pretty much the common standard is WD-40. When everybody talks about a lubricant, usually they bring up WD-40. So WD-40 was actually created in 1953, and it was originally made to protect the outer skin of the Atlas missile. So it was made to displace the water on it and keep the electronics basically dry. So the WD actually means water displacement, and 40 means it was the 40th, I think, trial of the product, I guess, when they came up with it. So WD-40, though, tends to dry up things over time because it's displacing water. So it's not really the ideal lubricant for a lock. I don't know a lot of locksmiths that use it. I've seen a few, but that's probably just by default. They probably don't know any better. So anyway, I wouldn't use WD-40 on it. It wouldn't kill it, I guess, but it's not the worst thing to use on it, but it's not the best. What's the worst thing, in my opinion, is graphite, actually, well, especially where we are in the world. We're in Texas. Graphite is basically very, very fine pieces of metal. So if you think about that, it's dusty metal. It's just kind of just dust. If you drop it, it just kind of sprinkles out. So graphite, which is also in pencils, graphite was used for a long time in locks. They used to take these little squeezy things, just kind of push it and kind of shoots, dust of that little micro metal in there, and they just slide against each other. Well, the problem with that, especially here where we're at with the humidity, is the moisture in the air gets with that, and it kind of hardens and creates solid metal. Instead of fine pieces of metal, it becomes more of a solid. So don't use graphite in your locks anymore. We've made advances since then, so you no longer need that graphite. If you have that, throw that away. Don't use it in your lock. So anyway, you don't want to use that. And also, just because it's a lubricant, just because your lock is dirty or messed up doesn't mean spraying lubricant is going to fix it. It is not necessarily cleaner, it's a lubricant. So anyway, what we use in the trade, to answer the question, is we use TriFlow. So TriFlow, which, at least here in Texas, everybody I've ever seen almost, it uses this, the TriFlow. So take it off, it's a spray can, has a little straw with it. They come in many different sizes, but TriFlow is a standard in our industry. It's Teflon-based, it lubricates and repels water and dust, and basically it coats the material, unlike WD-40, where it just kind of displaces water and tends to dry up over time. So this is a good long-term option. So if you're messing with locks, use TriFlow. And actually, a couple years after I started using it, I looked in the very, very fine print on the bottom, and I found out that Sherman Williams actually makes it, believe it or not. Sherman Williams, the paint company. Actually one right next door to us over there, just a little bit on the other side. So I found that out years out, thought it was interesting. So yeah, Sherman Williams, the paint company, makes this, and this is pretty much every locksmith that I know uses this. So I don't know what they use in California or New York, but this is what we use down here. So hopefully that's beneficial for you. If you need some TriFlow, you can go by pretty much any lock shop, or you can come by our lock shop, and we can sell it to you. It's not that expensive. I think this one has the price on it. Yeah, $9.99 for the big can, and there's even a bigger can, and this is a 6-ounce bottle. So thanks for tuning in. Hopefully that answers the questions for you, gives you little tips on what to use and what not to use in your locks. And hopefully you're enjoying our Guardian Answers little series that we have here. We appreciate the support as always. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to follow us on social media, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook. We're on all of them. Don't forget the subscribe button, the bell icon for notifications, and the thumbs up. Thanks for tuning in.